So, we're back, and this time we're going to be playing through Dragonfall, the second game in the trilogy. And just as a fun little bonus, I am insanely sleep deprived, and even though this is not what I normally drink, for reasons that are too complex to get into, I do have a Mike's Harder lemonade that I may just break down and drink during this stream, so things can get really fucking off the rails, potentially. So let's start. New game. And there is some bonus content that I downloaded from Nexus Mods that I will play at some point, probably, because there's a trilogy within the trilogy. Antumbra Saga is a Dragonfall mod, and then the Caldwell or Calderon or something, Caper, and Califrian Chains are both for Hong Kong. And they are an entirely separate story that takes place in the California Free State during the reign? I'm not sure exactly what to call it, but while Colonel Saito has occupied San Francisco and is trying to expand his reach, and there's a lot of anti-metahuman violence and hate groups. You know, there's the normal humanists, there's the native Californians who are a California-specific anti-meta hate group, and there is an additional group that I might leave as a surprise for when I go through these. I don't know. I'm playing all of this by ear, of course. So, anyway, let's launch Dragonfall. Okay, I'll stick with hard this time. What do I want to do this time? I think I might want to be a spellcaster, which means I'm best served with a dwarf. Without the Cyber Eye, because I want to have all of my essence. Okay. Oh god, you only get 7 karma to start here. So I've got willpower 7. Good god. And spellcasting 4. That's pretty fucking good. More into charisma, as much as I do need to start getting my quickness and dodge up. Body's 4, that's not terrible. Okay, so let me get dodge, and then next level up in charisma. Don't remember which etiquettes come the most in handy for this game. Oh, I can't get rid of the ranged combat. That's a shame. So what about... Okay, take that down for now. Oh, biotech is a good thing to have. And it's not good that I'm already tempted to multi-class this early, and I haven't even started playing yet. And I know how rough this game can be. So let me, yeah, I'll do 1 dodge. should probably be putting more points into that than most other things. I don't do a lot with gangs, so let me see how that goes. Yeah, sure. I've been playing Link's Awakening with the wife, so even though I don't know if Wizzrobes actually appear in that game, it's a Zelda thing. Whatever. Life was good. Easy jobs, regular pay, a reliable crew. But things went south and you had to drop off the grid. Put a bullet in the past and start fresh somewhere new. The promise of opportunity and anonymity draws you to the free city of Berlin, the Flux State, a grand experiment in social order. Corporations tread carefully here. Even the great dragon Lofir only has so much sway in the constantly evolving power structure of Berlin. The perfect place for a savvy Shadowrunner to disappear and begin anew. And as luck would have it, home to your old partner in crime, Monica Schaefer. It's your third run with Monica and her team, an old castle holdfast 1 hour east of Berlin, perched on a hill overlooking the countryside. The job is standard smash and grab. Crack the vault, grab the data, get out in one piece. A mediocre payday, but work is work. As the team gathers for Monica's pre-run briefing, you pause to take in your surroundings. Now, I did do a German accent for Hans Brockhaus in the last game. Since this entire thing takes place in Germany, I think I will forego a German accent, except maybe, I don't know, Paul Amsel. Okay. The estate grounds are silent, save for the faint whistling of the wind. Your team gathers near a side entrance to the old castle holdfast, cloaked in darkness. The night is peaceful. You know it won't last. You know it for what it is, a pleasant illusion that will shatter at the sound of the first gunshot. Listen up, folks. Monica Schaefer. You ran with her back in the day, watched her get her first data jack. Now she's your team leader, and a Dreck-hot Decker to boot. We're on a tight timetable. I want to enter the estate, find the basement, open the data vault, extract the files, and bolt. 10 minutes, top to bottom. Trying to get home in time for worm talk, love. Trying to get home in time for worm talk, love? Dietrich, shaman, the old man of the team. He smiles at her, his facial tattoos writhing in the moonlight. Monica's eyes twinkle with mischief. Maybe. How many times have I told you, you can't trust anything that comes out of a dragon's mouth? That trid trash will rot your brain. She grins. It's educational. Besides, this should be a milk run. Security is supposed to be light. Few automatic weapons, no armor. With a little luck, they'll never know we were here. In my experience, there is no such thing as a milk run. Words of wisdom from our new edition. I agree with Wizzrobe. Glory. Razor-clawed street samurai. Her voice is cold and neutral. Her expression placid. They may only be private security, but their bullets don't know that. I can patch you up if I have to, but I'd rather not have to. You people need to relax. We're professionals, remember? Monica raises her arm and speaks into her wrist-mounted comlink. A darkened face shimmers on the view screen. Iger, are you in position? The comlink crackles and the response comes back low and soft. Softer than you'd expect from a troll. Affirmative. The alarm lines have been cut, and I have a clear line of fire on the estate's service entrance. When you exit the building, the path will be clear. Excellent. Thank you, Iger. Just doing my job. Iger out. The comlink goes dark. Monica winks at you as she drops her arm. See, we're professionals. Alright, people, enough chatter. Our client wants the data from the vault, so we get him the data from the vault. Quick, quiet, and quick. You said quick twice. She grins. Worm talk is on tonight. Gloria raises an eyebrow. Slightly. I told you, it's educational. Okay. Yeah. And if I'm gonna have a gun, it needs to be the rifle. And I do not intend to... I lost my train of thought. I do not intend to be chi casting in this run, so I'm not planning on putting too much into strength. Okay, go ahead and save it. See what a mess my save files look like. I think I've always been tempted to steal this, but I never got around to it. So, you know what? Oh, okay. I probably have tried before. As you draw your arm back to smash the glass, Dietrich catches it. His gnarled hand tightens around your wrist. Not a smart move, Kleine. We have a job to do, and hauling a great big vase around isn't part of it. Dietrich offers you a toothy grin. Unless the vase figured into your plans to complete the mission somehow? Did you have a vase-oriented strategy that I was unaware of? I was thinking we could use it to smuggle Monica into the data vault. Dietrich stifles a chuckle. An excellent plan, Wizzrobe. I support it fully. We should get moving, though. We mustn't keep the others waiting. Okay. I always open this door first. I wonder if that's a mistake. Because I'm pretty sure... Yeah, I'm gonna have to fight guys here, so... Ooh. Very nice. Even though now I... Oh, I can. Cool. Bolt. Okay, I don't see anyone behind me, so that's good. Ooh, a rifle. Yeah, you know what? You come back here, too. Glory, on the other hand... Oh, yeah. That's 2 AP already. That's all I can do there. Well, she should die from the bleeding, but... Oh, shit. That was a mistake. He only has one. Well, okay, sure. Oh, there you go. Great. This could be going better. Grenadier, I don't want you hanging around. Oh, shit. Okay. And then, who needs healing? Oh, definitely you. Monica can't shoot anyone from here. Glory, get him. Get his ass. Slightly disappointed, but you know, only so much we can really expect. Shit, too far away to get that to summon that spirit. So let's just get you her. I can't believe I'm still alive. Oh shit. Okay, Dietrich, heal your damn self. And summon this apocalypse. Oh, yes. Very nice. I should probably move her up. And you. Cool. Glory. Ooh, we got 2 of them. Mage and guard. Mages die first. I've already, I've already betrayed that principle. Shit. Oh, okay. If you're just attacking the spirit, I can live with that. Well, I mean that. Okay, let me see if I can be on this ley line and still attack. Okay, that's something, I guess. Shit. Glory. Get his ass. Hell yeah. Yeah, I guess just totem up, and then... Good. Thank you for not fleeing. Oh, come on. Much better. The best. Oh, I thought I'd be able to reach him from here. She's not hurting me much. God damn it. Well, again, it's just the spirit, and it doesn't look like you really did anything anyway, so I'm fine with this. Oh, damn it, I probably should have gotten in Dragon Slayer's radius. Yeah, that's something I've definitely underused in the past. Try to get more used to the auto fire and whatnot. Good. 58%. That's a lot better than usual. And yet. Okay, good. Very nice. Now I just need you to catch up with me so I can kill you. Very unlikely to hit. Oh, hell yeah. Okay. Doing okay so far. I mean, not everyone's doing great on health, but so far, so good. If your skirmish with security set off on any alarms, you don't hear them. Monica leads the rest of the team downward into the basement of the Harfeld Manor. Your payday is waiting. The data vault lies ahead. Dietrich eyes the door, then turns to Monica. That's a big frickin' vault, Liebchen. Liebchen? Yeah. Bigger than on the schematic. The schematic didn't have a date. Our client may have old intel. Still, our instructions were clear. The data we're looking for should be just on the other side of this door. Monica combs a hand through her hair, parting it to reveal the black plastic sheath of her data jack. A quick jaunt into the Matrix, a little digital hand waving, and I'll have this thing wide open. Be right back. A burst of static crackles through the tiny speaker on Monica's comlink. Iger, still in position outside the estate. Hold on, Monica. Who's in charge while you're jacked in? Monica rolls her eyes. Dietrich fixes his stare intently on the vault door. Glory looks cold and distant, just as she always does. We've been through this before, Iger. You're not in the KSK anymore, and that chain of command nonsense doesn't fly in the shadows. We don't need rules and regulations to guide us. The same principles that apply to the Flux State. Please, spare me the lecture. Your politics have nothing to do with this. Best get used to it, Iger, love. She sighs. Look, it's a simple question. Years of experience tell me that it needs an answer. I agree with Dietrich. If someone needs to take charge, it'll happen. That may be how your mystical flux state works, but in the field, that kind of thinking gets you killed. Come on, Monica. Put someone in charge and let's get on with the mission. Monica stares at the screen on her wrist for a moment, clearly irritated. Then that twinkle appears in her eye again. She smiles at you as she speaks into her comlink. Very well. We'll do this one Iger's way. While I'm jacked in, Wizzrobe is in charge. There is a pause, then Iger's voice crackles out of the comlink again. Wizzrobe? Did I hear you right? You're putting the rookie in command? I thought you were a pro, Iger. Questioning orders in front of the team isn't exactly a pro move, is it? This is ridiculous. Clear the comm, rookie. Now! Monica nods at you. The smile has disappeared from her face. Listen, Monica, I know that this is a joke to you, but I'm telling you. Iger. Monica's tone is all business. Evidently, she has heard enough. The decision's made. You have your answer. Acknowledged. Without another word, Iger's image flickers and fades from Monica's communicator. Sorry about that. Iger can be inflexible, the legacy of a long military career. But she knows what she's doing and she means well. As long as she follows orders, she can think what she wants. Very good, but I wouldn't deliberately antagonize her. Iger's skills and experience are invaluable to this team. She's also a killing machine. Monica nods. There is also that. Okay, enough chatter. Let's get this done. Monica turns toward the door, fingers poised on the controls of her cyberdeck, then glances back at you with a grin. See you on the other side. Then she punches it, projecting her consciousness into cyberspace, her fingers harmonizing in the smooth, rhythmic staccato that only an expert decker can achieve. Without warning, Monica's back arches violently and her head jerks back, silencing her terrible screams. Muscle spasms ripple through her face, and her jaw snaps shut, sending a mist of blood spraying from between her teeth. You look down to see a nub of pink flesh hit the floor, the tip of her tongue. The room explodes into action. Glory leaps toward Monica, her hand outstretched to yank the cord from her data jack. Dietrich surges forward to wrap the team's fallen decker in a bear hug, holding her against the convulsions that rack her body. With Monica's unearthly scream still ringing sharply in your head, you are only dimly aware of the door slamming shut behind you. Yeah, I don't typically do that one, I don't think. While Glory holds Monica's head steady, You snatch the cord that connects Monica's data jack to her cyberdeck. Without a moment's hesitation, you give a solid yank and the cord comes free. A wisp of oily blue smoke traces its way from her data jack to the ceiling. The commingled scents of charred meat and ozone fill the air. You've seen the effects of biofeedback before, but nothing like this. Suddenly, Monica's eyes flutter open. Muscle tremors continue to distort her face, and blood oozes between her lips. You see the muscles in her jaw tensing, and the look of concentration in her eyes. She's struggling to speak. Stay with us, Monica, okay? We're going to get you out of here. Save your breath. Glory's voice is strained. She's had a stroke, a bad one. She'll be dead before we're even back to the van. Talk to me, Monica. What are you trying to say? Slowly, painfully, Monica wrestles her jaw open. The blood welled up in her mouth comes pouring out in a slick, covering her chest. She expels a thick, guttural sound that might be a word. Satisfied, she closes her eyes and forces her mouth to make the shape she needs. Fear. With an effort, Monica opens her eyes again and meets yours. You see pain and fear in her gaze, and something else. Hope? Feuerschwinge. A sudden spasm jerks Monica's head back again. She grunts, then her chin drops to her chest, and her head lolls to one side. Her eyes fix on an object in the next room, a computer terminal. The soft light of a cursor blinks on its recessed screen. Slowly, she attempts to speak again, but the only sound that emerges is a long, strangled croak. A look of resignation washes over Monica's face, and she stops fighting. Her gore-slick jaw goes slack, and she dies. Okay. Yeah, sure. Get behind cover. Nope, not you. You. Ooh, nice. Ah, shit. You can't reach any of them. Although, go ahead and activate that, and then just get... Oh, good. That is cover. Oh, yeah. Nice. Oh, but why? Sure, let's do that. Of course. It's foolish of me to expect otherwise. Get him. Yes. Very nice. And Dietrich. 3 AP. Oh, come on. Okay, so what? Isn't there a computer somewhere I'm supposed to be checking out? Over here. And get his ass. Very nice. Oh, okay. That's what it is. Wizzrobe, 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 Wizzrobe. This terminal's printing your name out over and over again, Wizzrobe. You'd better get over here. Okay, so, yeah, you hang out about here. And I need to get there. Dietrich scans the room nervously. They've sealed the door behind us. We've got to find another way out of here. What are you doing? Monica was trying to tell me something about this terminal. It must be important. Well, any ideas? Something tells me we're gonna have more company soon. Stay frosty, Dietrich. Just give me a minute. Text continues to scroll down the terminal screen. A problem has been detected with a core component of MCPOS. Restore MCPOS to factory default settings. Yes, no. Warning, restore process will take several minutes to execute. Connected doors and peripherals will be disarmed when complete. Wizzrobe, 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 Wizzrobe. Nope. That's right. I don't hit the Y key, I hit 1. Processing request. 0% complete. As you watch, the number on the screen slowly begins to climb. This is going to take a while. You glance down at a second screen to see that the facility is on high alert. In place of a simple data vault, it seems you've stumbled upon some kind of massive underground complex. A map of the holdfast grounds indicates that security forces are en route from multiple angles. The doors currently being rebooted by the system's restore process are flashing a dull red. If you're reading this display correctly, the only exit from this room is the holdfast's old servants' entrance on the western side of the building. At that moment, Iger's image winks onto your comlink with a crackling sound. The image is grainy, flickering in and out. What's going on down there, rookie? Talk to me. Let's see. Iger, new extraction point. Hold up, where's Monica? Down. We'll be exiting via an old servants' entrance to the west of the main grounds. I need you to keep that exit clear. Iger's silence is thick, but when she finally responds, her tone is professional. Roger that, she cuts out with another word. Glory turns to face you, her movements smooth and robotic. Her voice comes out in a frosty monotone. What's the play, Wizzrobe? I say we kill every Dreckhead who enters this room. How does that sound? Dietrich's pained expression twists into a mask of hate. His hands begin to glow with primal energy. Yeah, I'm good with that. Me too. I thought so. When the door locks disarm, we make a break for it. Until then, we make them pay for Monica. Okay. I don't think anyone can overwatch it at this point in the game, which is frustrating. 3 more rounds before I can use that again. Survive for 10 turns. That's not the best. Yeah, just stay here. If anything... Okay, yeah. I think that's a better plan. Okay, no one needs to be healed. No, except me. And even then, not really. Not all that much. Okay. Of course, there isn't a ley line. Sure, let's get you there, and then... yeah, I guess everyone just kind of hang out for now. Should have saved that, but oh well. Ooh. Yeah, sure. Aim glory. And then... okay, here come some fools. Oh, are they coming from back here? I don't remember that happening. Oh, I think her adrenal pump... yeah, her adrenal pump wore off. Okay, so I guess... for now, let's just continue on. Oh, damn. Okay. To the most safe place in the room. even though that's probably a bad idea. I guess get here, and then yeah, that damn thing. Shit, can't aim for nothing right now. +3 quickness, that's pretty good. Yeah, just get over there. Oh, didn't see them. That really is good cover. Alright. Oh, fuck, there he is. Odron, that's that guy's name. Let's see, survive for 6 turns. I am doing that. Nah, not surprising. Probably just get her to safety, at least relative safety. And Dietrich. What does Dragon Slayer Idol do? Incoming damage reduced by 3. Yeah, sure. Oh, I just deselected it. Although, you know what? Actually, maybe I should heal myself. Now, you know what? Yeah, let's just go straight for a drawn. The last playthrough, I actually did very significant damage to Odron, which was pretty funny. So let's just see how much. Not very much, because I can't hit anything. Oh shit. The figure loping towards you is big, even for an orc. The majority of his body is sheathed in a suit of heavy, overlapping plates. What you can see of his face looks raw and slick, like old scar tissue stretched tight over his skull. He wears an expression of supreme confidence. Alright, friends, playtime's over. All you Shadowrunners are the same. Skulking, sneaking, steal a vase or two from the museum, no harm. Maybe I let you scamper away into the night. But now it's too late for that sort of generosity. Visitors aren't welcome down here. The gaping maw of the minigun jerks upward, an impatient gesture loaded with malice. Drop your weapons and surrender. That's military-grade armor he's wearing, Wizzrobe, hardened against small arms fire. We'll have a tough time getting through it. I'm less concerned about the armor than I am about that minigun. Those things can tear a man in half. You have 3 seconds before I open the hose. Step out here and surrender, and I promise I'll make this easy. Something tells me you're gonna kill us either way. True! I can't deny it. But wouldn't it be easier if you didn't fight back? The orc shrugs, and you hear the distinctive whir of his Vindicator's motor spinning up to speed. The barrels begin to blur as he wheels the weapon to face you. Okay, so... Ooh, that is a pretty good chance to hit against you. For all the good it'll do. Oh shit. I meant to heal Dietrich. Oh well, there's still time. And let's drink some. And sure. Oh, come on. Okay, heal yourself. Oh shit, that's his entire turn. Okay, so reasonably confident that Dietrich is about to die. Yeah, I guess that's kind of all I've got right now. Damn it. Whew. Is that 60 or 69? Alright, that'll do. You're not bleeding enough. Now you dead. I might be able to kill you too. Nice. Dietrich. Let's just hide a little bit more. Sure. Damn it. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Oh shit. Okay, so what do I want to do first? Yeah, I guess that's the one that is positioned to do the most damage to me right now, so let's... Yeah. Let's do this, start moving towards the door. And then Dietrich... Oh, shit. Yeah, totem up. I don't like my chances in the next round. Oh, wow. That hardly did anything. Please stop. Jesus Christ. Well, all these trauma kits work in this fucking game. I really fucked myself, didn't I? 20. Yeah, I think higher priority. And then... Oh, I don't have any supplies. I guess all I had was that trauma kit. God damn it. And then use one on yourself too. Now, Dietrich. I'm probably going to be doing that a lot. Yeah, why not? Well, surprise, that's all it did. Oh! God. Please, open the door. Open the door. Okay, who got fucked the most? I mean, technically I did, but she needs it more than I do. Okay, thank God for that. And I mean, I don't really have any good options right now, but I can at least start moving. Oh, come on! Haven't I suffered enough? Well, I mean, she's just gonna die. I think that's all there is to it. And here I thought it would be Dietrich that would be the one dying. Meh. Okay, haste. That's not even enough to get out of there. Rats. Rats and Fooey. Okay, unless Dietrich has a trauma kit, then that's the end of the run. Oh, Jesus. Okay, now glory. Must you? Oh, God. Oh, shit. Against all odds, I think I'm making it out of there alive. Oh, that was brutal. Iger rises from her corpse-strewn perch at your approach. From the look on her face, it's obvious that she's already sized up the situation. I knew this was going to happen. I fucking knew it. Monica didn't make it. We barely got out ourselves. Yes, Wizzrobe, I have eyes. I can see that. We can talk about this later. For now, we've got to get the hell out of here. It's only a matter of time before more of them come pouring out of that exit. Iger slaps the side of the van. Pile in, people. And Wizzrobe, when we get back to the Kreuz Bazaar, we're gonna have a little talk. Kreuzberg, home to nearly 500,000 people and, until very recently, Monica Schaefer. Once a melting pot of cultural diversity, it's now a chaotic mess of wealth and poverty, crime and commerce, anarchy and control. It's also home to your own little slice of Berlin, a neighborhood the locals call the Kreuz Bazaar, a safe port in the eye of a storm. The ride back to the Kreuz Bazaar is quiet. No one is in a talking mood. As the van veers past potholes and garbage piles, the glare of streetlights and neon signs plays across your window, painting the world in a kaleidoscope of garish colors. Soon the van rounds a corner and skids to a halt in a narrow, crumbling alley. This is as far as Berlin's chaotic streets will take you. Your team wordlessly debarks the vehicle and climbs down into a disused section of the U-Bahn tunnel system, a well-kept secret, providing your team safe passage into the Kreuz Bazaar. Your safe house waits on the other side. Okay, yes, let Thus do get inside. I don't fully know why they make you do this little leg instead of just starting back in the safe house. Let's talk to Paul. You step inside, and the squalor of the disused U-Bahn tunnel gives way to the warmth of your safe house. A man waits inside, silhouetted against the dim fluorescent lighting. Something bad has happened, hasn't it? He steps forward, revealing a pale and expressionless face, light glinting off of steel-rimmed glasses. Paul Amsel, your team's fixer and landlord, part deal-maker, part information broker, one of the most well-connected men in Berlin. His eyes sweep across the team as he takes it all in. The grim faces, the hard stares, Iger's fury, Monica's absence. I had a feeling. How did she... His face has gone ashen. He swallows, takes a moment to chew on the words before spitting them out. How did it happen? The run was a setup. 1 minute she was cracking the safe. The next she was on the ground screaming. Oops, I don't have that option. I've seen Monica hit Black IC before. This was something worse. Glory nods, her motions robotic and spare. Monica died of a biofeedback-induced stroke. That's right. Iger thrusts a gloved finger into your chest. And this idiot stood by and let it happen! Let it happen? She jacked in, she screamed, and she seized. By the time we saw she was in trouble, it was already too late. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go for number one. That's bullshit, Iger. You weren't even in the room. No, I wasn't there, and that's exactly the problem. If I'd been in your place, Monica would still be alive and with us. Instead, I left her with you, and now my friend is a corpse in a basement. Look, Iger, Wizzrobe's right. You weren't stuck in that basement with us. You don't know how things went down in there. So do us all a favor and shut it down, okay? Shut it down? Fuck that. Iger turns to face Dietrich. She towers over him, but he stands his ground. I respect you, Dietrich. You know that. But you don't have my training. None of you have. Monica was good. She was the best, right? But she was also overconfident. She treated the job like it was a game. Do that long enough and you're gonna get burned. Iger turns her focus back to you. If you'd been paying attention, you'd have figured all of this out on your own by now. You'd have known that Monica needed watching as much as that door. Enough, Iger. Amsel's voice is hoarse, his expression blank. Enough. Iger pushes ahead, heedless of the interruption. Her voice remains measured, but there's fire in her eyes. How many seconds passed between Monica's first convulsion and her plug getting pulled? 4? 5? Do you know how much damage biofeedback can do to a Decker's brain in 5 seconds? And then, it doesn't matter what I say, you don't have to answer that. Of course you know. Monica died while you stood there and watched. This is all your fault. That is enough! Ansel's voice comes out in a roar, and his fish smashes down on the desk behind him. Iger, you and Wizzrobe can have it out later, but I've had enough. We need to talk action. Our client sent you into something much bigger than he'd led us to believe. I want to know why. Right there with you. This was supposed to be a milk run. Payback isn't the only reason why we need to find him. We saw something back there. Something that we weren't supposed to see. It's fair to assume that we're still in danger. He pauses, rubs his temples. Agreed. And to neutralize that danger, we need to know who we are dealing with. Let us review the events that transpired tonight. The smallest detail could be important, so hold nothing back. The estate was just a front for whatever was going on in the basement. Amsel nods. That much is clear. It wasn't a minor enterprise either. That facility took serious funds to build. And time. There was more to it than we saw. Places like that don't spring up overnight. And all in secret. The owners, whoever they might be, were none too pleased by our escape, I'm sure. What else did you find? After everything went to hell, we were confronted by an orc in military-grade armor. He appeared to be the head of security. That is not much to go on. Do any details about this orc come to mind? Any distinguishing features that I could look into? He was an older guy, for one. From the sound of his voice, I'm guessing mid to late 40s. Pretty old for an orc. And he'd had skin grafts. Most of his face looked like replacement material. If the grafts came from a legitimate hospital, there may be medical records. That is something. I will see what I can find out. Did you note anything else during the run that may be of value? Monica lived long enough to say a name. Feuerschwinge. She fought hard to tell us. It must be important. Amsel seems taken aback. He pauses for a moment before responding. The firing. This is unexpected. You'll have to forgive me. This brings back many unpleasant memories. The fire wing? The most terrible of the great dragons. There are those who would disagree, but they never experienced the terror of living in her shadow. Went slightly French for a moment. He glances at Glory. You are far too young to remember her, of course, but for Germans of my generation, the name Feuerschwinge is synonymous with chaos, destruction, and death. The dragons of today are subtle creatures, full of patience and guile. Feuerschwinge was not. After her awakening, she went on a 4-month rampage that claimed tens of thousands of lives. Amsel takes a deep breath, slowly releases it. There is a haunted look in his eyes. Those were dark days. Countless men, women, and children were slaughtered, roasted alive in their homes and by a creature of legend. No hope for salvation and no end in sight. It was a horror that you cannot begin to understand. What stopped her? I can't imagine that a rampaging dragon would just go away on its own. Eventually, the firing was brought down by a man named Dr. Adrian Vauclair. Well, with the help of the Luftwaffe, of course. But it was experimental weapons designed by Dr. Vauclair that finally pierced her hide. She fell in a hail of bullets and rocket fire and crashed down in the radioactive wasteland of the Sox. This event was called the Dragonfall. Safe at last from the dragon's wrath, Germany celebrated Vauclair as a hero. Our own Siegfried, a modern-day dragon slayer. My own family practically worshipped the man. If the Dragonfall was as important an event as you make it out to be, I'm surprised that I've never heard of it. Those early years of the awakening were traumatic, Geiger. Not just on a national level, but on a global scale. New species of awakened animals were being discovered daily. Within 2 years of the Dragonfall, the active use of magic had returned to the world. A new source of terror for a bewildered public. And in 2021, the sudden emergence of orcs and trolls gave rise to yet another wave of global panic. In light of such turmoil, is it any surprise that Dr. Vauclair and the Fire Wing were forgotten? Dragons were yesterday's news. He rubs his temples. Again, all of this happened decades ago. To the best of my knowledge, the story of Feuerschwinge is a bit of historical trivia and nothing more. Alright, so Monica spent her dying breath trying to tell us all about a long-dead dragon. Iger sweeps her eyes across the room, searching for a glimmer of insight. Finally, she gives up. Any ideas as to why? Amsel's voice trembles with frustration. No, it doesn't make any more sense to me than it does to you. The Dragonfall is ancient history. Feuerschwinge has been dead and gone for 42 years. But there's one thing that I do know. Whatever Monica saw, whatever she was trying to tell us, it was important. He visibly struggles to calm himself, takes a deep breath, and slowly releases it. I will look into this, and I will find answers. In the meantime, did you turn up anything else of value? That's all we've got. That's not much. Amsel nods. His face is drawn and haggard. It is sin, I agree. A basement, a middle-aged orc with skin grafts, and a long-forgotten world event. You haven't said a thing about our client yet. Paul, you holding out on us? Amsel shakes his head wearily. No, Wizzrobe, I am not holding out. I am tired and I am frustrated, and I already miss Monica. He takes a moment. I did not think to mention our employer because I did not set up the job. Monica did. His face reddens. I warned her. I told her not to take this run, but she assured me it would be a cakewalk. Monica was approached recently by a man who calls himself Ryan Winters. He used to be a prominent activist in the F-state political scene. I never much liked the man, and I certainly never trusted him. But Monica, she would do anything for her cause. Anything for the Flux State. He sighs. Winters swore that the data he was after was crucial to ensuring the future stability of the Flux. And that was all it took. It sounds like Green Winters is our best lead then. Yes, most definitely. It is clear that Green Winters has involved us in something much larger than he led Monica to believe. When he finds out what happened on the run, he's probably gonna wrap it. We need to chase him down before that happens. How do we find this guy? There's a man here in the Kreuz Bazaar, a Turk named Altuch Brokazi. He owns a little Zoikaf shop just down the way called Cafe Shezve. Don't know enough Turkish. This man is also a purveyor of information. I have done business with him from time to time. And you think he would know something about Green Winters? Amsel nods. When I discovered Monica's renewed association with Green Winters, I contacted Altuch. One of his people has been keeping tabs on Winters ever since. As I said, I did not trust the man. For good reasons, it would seem. I'll talk to Altuch and see what he knows about Green Winters. Very well. Tell him I sent you. I will do what I can to dig into the information that you uncovered recently, sparse though it may be. 5 karma. Oh. There's some spell casting. Let's do that. What's level 6 get me? Spellbook slot, that's awesome. Leylines visible through the fog of war, incredible. And then I'm a dwarf, so I have no limit basically to my willpower and spell casting. Yeah, I'll just put it into the spell casting for now. That's going to be my focus on this run, because I cannot rely on Dietrich to have my back magically. He's not super useful. Again, like, a lot of that depends on my kind of discomfort and reluctance with actually using shamans as intended. I tend to kind of treat shamans as if they're mostly just defective spellcasters. I don't like using fetishes, even when they will auto-renew at the next, on the next run. Okay. Hey, nope, I told you to... Oh, I need to talk to Dante first. As you start toward the safe house door, a large four-legged form steps around the corner. Dante, Monica's dog, an enormous mongrel of indeterminate breed. A low whimper emerges as he enters the room, head hanging low. Oh shit, Dante. Dietrich shakes his head. Don't worry, boy, we'll look after you. At the sight of Monica's dog, Amsel's eyes well up. He inhales but can't quite catch his breath. He's started whimpering about an hour ago, turned into a full-blown howl. Wouldn't stop, kept... He closes his eyes. That's when I realized something bad had happened. Looking down into those huge brown eyes, you see intelligence and sadness. He lets out a small whine and rubs his head against you. Yeah, just scratching behind the ears, why not? Dante leans into you and looks up mournfully, pressing his ribs against your leg. I guess the dog is going with you, Wizzrobe. Amsel takes a ragged breath and releases it. Then a slow, melancholy smile plays across his face. Well, perhaps a part of Monica lives on in Dante. But return to the safe house when you're finished with Altuch, mein Freundin. With a little luck, he can help us locate Green Winters, and we can get to the bottom of this. He stares at the floor. And now, I think we should all take a moment. His lips tightened. For Monica. Okay. Guess I'll just go straight to the cafe. The man behind the counter looks right past you and at the dog following close behind. Dante, I'll fetch his water dish, and perhaps a coffee for our friend here? Paul Amsel sends his regards. When he hears Amsel's name, the Turk's voice lowers and his accent becomes less exaggerated. His eyes take on a knowing look. Good, because I don't have a good Turkish accent. You might be thinking I don't have a good German accent either, and maybe you're right, but here we go. Ah, very good. Please express to Herr Amsel my appreciation of his patronage. If he needs any more catering jobs seen to in the future, I'm always happy to provide. Let's see. He tells me you're developing the menu for a friend of his now. Herr Winters, I believe? I want to hear all about it. Yes, of course, O wise one. Kami, come. A young woman bustles in from the back room. Her gum chewing is loud enough to hear over the noise of the coffee grinders. Buragazi spits something out in rapid-fire Turkish. As you wish, uncle. I'll see to it right away. Kami offers you a shy grin, snaps her gum, and hurries back into the room that she came from. My girl Kami is arranging to make contact with the chef as we speak. This will likely take some time. My chef is a busy man. While we wait, I wonder if you would be so kind as to run a small errand for me. A trifle, really. I hate to trouble you. I'm embarrassed to even ask, but I would be most appreciative of your help. Now here's the constant struggle for me. Do I just get as mercenary as possible? Okay, what is this trifle? Altor's voice lowers to nearly a whisper. The errand is simple, hardly worthy of you. I've installed a number of data taps to Berlin's fiber optic network. As part of my civic duty, you understand. These taps provide free matrix access for all who live in the Queers Bazaar. In order to maintain their, how do I say it, their anonymity, each tap's protocol buffer must be reset every few days. I simply wish for you to visit each data tap and reset it. That's it? No catch? There is no catch, I assure you. It is time-consuming and a bit tedious. Nothing more. Just reset the taps and come back when you're finished. There should be 3 of them scattered around this neighborhood. The first one is just outside. Look for a metal box with yellow arrows painted atop it. By the time of your return, I should have the information Herr Amsel requested. Okay, so there is one. And then the second one, I know there's one out at the very northwest corner. And I think... Oh, is it over by the doctor's? Yes, it is. Okay. Okay, let's talk to the Schockwellenreiter. It's an old, obsolete phone booth. It's ringing. A monotone, pitch-adjusted voice begins speaking almost immediately. The Schockwellenreiter's contract for these keys is no more. Wizzrobe is listed as a follow-up contact. This is our only secured line to these keys. Please listen to the following instructions carefully if you are supporter of our cause. Continue listening. We have phone booths in strategic locations throughout the city. Within each one, you may find a request posted for specific information. If you can obtain a copy of this information, return it here and submit it via the port below the receiver. We will verify the authenticity of the information remotely and post an undoctored copy of it onto the Matrix ourselves. It is our stated goal for this information to remain free to all. However, you will be compensated for sought-after information returned to this location. The line goes silent. Just hang up. Okay. As you are resetting the data tab, you notice that someone has duct taped a small homemade receiver to the system. An earplug dangles from the receiver. The sound of heavy machinery makes it difficult to hear the words that are being spoken. After a moment, you find you can make out two distinct voices. A nasal woman who sounds like a heavy smoker, and a man who speaks in a high-pitched, breathy tone. Woman, nasal, sounds like a heavy smoker. Man, high-pitched, breathy tone.
Just heard. Monica. Need to verify.
Good for us. A sound like a conveyor belt starting. A conveyor belt starting adds to the noise of machinery, and you can't make out anything else until it comes to a stop a minute later.
I think our next step.
I don't think I'm nailing the breathy tone.
Wait.
Oh, that felt terrible.
Isn't ready to make a move yet. To be patient. See who steps up. Could be selling more.
I think I'm doing Krang. More conveyor belts start up. All you can hear is the sound of machinery. Some sort of motorized vehicle starts out, drowning out everything else. A bell rings loudly again and again. It sounds like a telephone. You hear the sound of a door slamming shut, and the noise of machinery is suddenly muffled. There's a rattle of plastic, and the ringing stops. The nasal woman's voice can be heard again in a sing-song tone.
Guten Tag, how may I help you?
Her tone changes, becomes more businesslike.
I heard.
Silence.
Yes, he knows.
It's hard to do, nasally and gravelly at the same time.
I told him it wasn't time to make a move yet. What do you think I am, an idiot?
The council
needs to meet again.
Silence.
I know, getting everyone in the same room is challenging. Getting them to agree on a course of action is going to be even more challenging. From my perspective, the Croy's Bazaar is only stable because of her. If she really is out of the way, well, we'll see, won't we?
Silence.
Yeah, I know. What can I say? Things go slow in the Flux sometimes.
You hear the sound of a door opening again, and the cacophony of machinery fills the line. You can't make out anything more. Okay, so back to her. Oh! Shit. I thought I was going back to the cafe. Turns out no. The man behind the counter has the broad smile and open demeanor of a classic Turkish street vendor. Welcome, honored Efendim. Welcome. And how can Burakazi serve you today? You would like a cup of coffee, perhaps? I've finished with your little trifle, Herr Burakazi. Ah, very good. I assume you had no difficulties? Not at all. Difficulties? No. One of the taps had been modified a bit, though. Someone was using it as a surveillance device. He laughs. Of course they were. I wouldn't be surprised they weren't. I would be surprised they weren't. This is Berlin, after all. In the Flux, everyone spies. If you do not spy, how will you know who is in power and who will be in power next? If you are to stay here, Efendim, you must get used to it. Who enters the Turkish bath will sweat, as my uncle Tadamir always says. Tadamir? Nevertheless, I shall have one of my people look into it. Wait, there's more. I listened in on the tap and heard something. Might be important. He eyes you closely, amused. Oh-ho! Tell me, O listener at Keyholes, what did you hear on this surveillance tap you found? I couldn't make out much. A nasal woman and a high-pitched man. They seemed pleased Monica was out of the picture. The Turk's face falls. News travels fast in Berlin. These two are known to me. Is there more? The woman got a call. She talked about a council meeting tonight to decide if they should make a move. Then she was drowned out by heavy machinery. He nods grimly. Most excellent. It is indeed fortuitous that you discovered this information, though it is not unexpected. I will have one of my people attend this council meeting and report back. I'm very interested in this, so let me know what happens. With that out of the way, let us return to our pressing business. He barks a stream of rapid-fire Turkish, and the gum-chewing young woman comes hurrying out to the counter. The menu for Herr Amsel, Uncle. Dunkel. Kami hands you a folded piece of paper. Inside is a memory stick. Please extend my consolations to him. The death of Fräulein Schaefer must have hit him hard. Buragazi gives Kami a small nod, and she hurries out of the room. When she is gone, he returns his attention to you. Please express my condolences as well. I only just heard the news. Monica was an important part of this community. He frowns. Few knew how important. The memory stick Kami just handed you should contain all the information Herr Amsel requires from our chef in the field. Should you require my services in the future, you know where to find me. Until then, good day. Okay, then head back to the safe house. Get told I'm in charge. Talk to Paul. Wizzrobe. Amsel peers at you apprehensively. His eyes are bloodshot, his expression grim. Did you get the information about Green Winters? Yes, I spoke to Altoch. He gave me this memory stick. Let us see what his agent has to say. Amsel snatches the memory stick from your hand and slots it into his computer terminal. He navigates a series of command line menus and a wall of amber text floods the screen. Amsel scans it, mouthing the words as his eyes flit back and forth. Buragazi's agent tailed Green Winters to a hotel in a cesspool of a keys called Dragonkeeper. The hotel is called Das Kesselhaus. It is a renovated factory nestled deep in the heart of Dragonkeeper. It appears that Winters is holed up there. Recently there was some contention between two gangs over control of this neighborhood. Due to the gang violence, the agent refused to follow Winters inside of the hotel, but he confirms that he is still inside. Well, what are we waiting for? Iger slings a rifle over her shoulder with a single spare motion. Gear up, people. We have a hotel to raid. Gloria and Dietrich pause, exchange looks with Paul. Just a moment, Iger. Amsel rises from his chair, drawing himself to full height. Even so, he has to crane his neck to look her in the eye. You are an excellent soldier, and nobody questions your competence in the field. Your loyalty to this team is equally commendable. That said, we believe that Wizzrobe is the right choice to lead the team. There is a long pause before Iger speaks. When she does, her voice comes out dull and flat. What? Don't mistake this decision for a reprimand. Monica considered your contributions to the team to be invaluable. But we all know that she wasn't comfortable putting a soldier in charge. Iger speaks through clenched teeth. Her words are measured, but her expression is livid. This is unbelievable. You want to put the rookie in charge. Again. shakes her head. Don't you people learn from your mistakes? Wizzrobe is the reason we're still alive, Iger. She kept us together. She let us out of there in one piece. Making her your number one girl. She sounds tired, resigned, but above all, disappointed. This is more of your Flux State idiocy at work, isn't it? Dietrich reaches out, puts his hand on her shoulder. It's what Monica believed in. Iger's voice tightens. For a moment, her control slips and her face contorts in grief. Yeah, look where that got her. She straightens to her full height. Let me give you a piece of advice. In the field, only two things matter. The mission and survival. Everything else is a distraction. Your ridiculous politics have no place on a Shadowrun. Dietrich manages a smile. What can I say? We're German. We have a history of strong political views. Iger sighs. The tone of resignation returns to her voice. Screw it. Let's put an end to this. I've got the skills and experience to lead this team. Wizzrobe, on the other hand, was appointed by Monica as a joke. If you'd rather she take the lead, I'll abide by that. But I want to hear each of you say it. They already have. You just weren't listening. You stay out of this! She stabs an armored finger into your chest, hard. The moment she raises her hand to you, Dante's ears lay back and he lets out a low growl. Reflexively, she takes a half step back. I think we've heard what Dante has to say. As for my part, Wizzrobe saved our lives back there. You may not believe it, but she did. The way I see it, that means I follow her lead for a while longer. Glory's voice is uncharacteristically gentle. I trust in Monica's judgment, therefore I trust in Wizzrobe's judgment. The discussion is finished, Iga. Amsel speaks softly, but his tone is firm. Wizzrobe will take Monica's place as the leader of this team. We're in over our heads, but whatever we stumbled into tonight, I'll see us through it. Glory and Dietrich nod in agreement. Dante nudges your leg with his head. All right, fine. She shakes her head in exasperation. Her voice is heavy with defeat. Looks like the rookie's in charge. Again. It's time to move on. We need to focus on chasing down Green Winters. Indeed, we have transferred the information that we received from Aldoch to the computer terminal in the next room. It used to be Monica's personal workstation with Rob. Now it is yours. Monica kept a variety of notes and dossiers on that machine. I would suggest reviewing her notes when you have the time. Amsel turns his attention away from you and back to his computer screen. Good hunting. I will eagerly await your return. I wouldn't suggest driving to Dragonfall. The roads aren't safe. Taking the U-Bahn would be faster anyway. Thanks for the tip, Iger. The U-Bahn it is. Iger nods, then turns to check her equipment. The rest of the group disperses in turn. You now command a team of Shadowrunners. When traveling to a new mission locations, you will be able to choose which members of your team to bring and modify their loadout for the run. When members of your team become permanently incapacitated on a mission, they'll be automatically extracted for emergency medical care. They will be patched up and ready for action the next time you return to your safe house. Avoid this loss of firepower by always carrying some Boomona trauma kits into the field. These can be purchased at the Street Doc's office in the Croix Bazaar. Okay, and I am going to have to call it there because all these voices are doing a number on my throat, and I'm so tired my vision has started to like swirl a little bit. So I'm going to just get a wee bit of sleep, and I will rejoin you next week around the same time, hopefully having slept. Thanks for stopping in, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.